Unfortunately, you won't. This is breaking my heart right now. That was a nightmare.
That this decision was not unanimous. And this is really hard for me to say, but for now, it's a no.
This was one of the quickest yeses we had today. You are going to join us on the live shows. We will be seeing you in the live shows.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much. We don't believe we would have a great live final if we didn't have you in the live shows.
It's a yes for you. You're going. You're moving up. Yes. You're gonna be.
See you at the live shows.
You are through to the live shows. Does life get any better than this?
This is the hardest part of this show.
We're taking you with us to the live show.
Both joining us on the live shows. We think you are a star in the making. They said yes!
It was the most interesting, shocking, and confusing episode of America's Got Talent. In this week's recap show, we talk about judge cuts, the best and worst performances, most shocking eliminations, and we delve into the crazy fan outrage on where are some of the most standout, amazing acts and why were they missing from the episode? Where are they? I was just like, not even on this planet. I was like on the moon somewhere. I didn't know that we were talking about your bikini pictures, but speaking of your bikini pictures, I was like blown away by them. Thanks. I know, you got the red one, then you had the leopard print one.
I've been working out. Okay, let's do this.
All right, moving on. Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Raganga.
And welcome to the Talent Recap Show. You guys, judge cuts for this season of AGT were different than ever before. We had the judges in this big lot, okay, and there was a screen. They were all sitting what looked to be 6 feet apart, and they were watching the acts from home. However, on typical judge cuts, we usually see performances from every single act.
Also, in one episode, they judged 100 acts and then sent a few in. So it was kind of like a mashup of BGT and AGT, where if you don't know and you don't watch BGT, they don't have judge cuts like America's Got Talent, and they just go to the live round where they make decisions, you see a little snippet, and then fast forward, and that's how we come to know who's made it and who's not made it. But America's Got Talent, the way they did it, the way they kind of told us who went, who did not go. We had 10 performances, and then out of those 10, 5 were picked. All that is fine, but I was so confused. This was really one of the episodes where I had no idea what was going on. Where was Siobhan? Where was Shakira, Rian? I had a few favorites that I wanted to see on stage, and I was so prepped. I was like, okay, finally I'm gonna see them. And they weren't there, and it was all so jumbled up and so confusing.
Yeah, everybody on Twitter, everybody on Talent Recap's videos, everyone's freaking out. They're outraged. They have no idea why some of their favorite acts weren't featured on the Judge Cuts episode. So we don't exactly know their fate. And some of them were front runners, so we're kind of just questioning, where are these acts? What happened to them? And we tried reaching out to a few of the acts to figure out what happened, and they don't know. They're just as clueless as us, and we're literally reacting to the episode because we just watched it.
And I mean, it makes no sense, and that is when I'm thinking about your theory, and it kind of makes sense.
So I have this theory, you guys, that a lot of the acts, I think that they had a choice. They were asked if they want to continue on with the show. And I kind of feel like some of them, the ones that were not featured in the Judge Cuts episode, just decided that they didn't want to continue on with the show anymore because of the ongoing pandemic. Now we know Siobhan is currently pregnant, so maybe she decided that she didn't want to continue on with traveling and having to deal with the show anymore. We didn't see some people like Sheldon Riley because he's international and maybe he just couldn't or didn't want to travel across the world to be on the show.
Okay. Hold on. I want to add to your theory a little bit.
Okay, go off.
Maybe America's Got Talent was like, okay, we're not going to finally tell you if they made it or not made it, and they're going to wait till the lives, because like next week is going to be a 15 best performances and anniversary special, and that's time they're buying to see if other acts that were actually frontrunners will come back and perform and be part of the live. So I think they're making it up as they go along. But this is a talent show. At least pretend like there's a format. At least keep us in the loop. Talk to us. Tell us what's going on, because right now this confusion is making me not like them. And I love America's Got Talent. And I kind of love the consistency they've built over the years, which is now just all haywire. And given the atmosphere in the world right now, we need that.
And I know you guys are freaking out right now because you have no idea where some of your favorite acts are. And so let us know down below, how are you feeling? Let us know about any of your confusion, because we're feeling it too. Like, where was Olux? Where was Sienna Uremovic? Where was Marty Ross, my future ex-husband? Like, I need to know. Where are they? The old man with the socks, Crystal Powell, where is she? John Hastings, Sheldon Riley, the Bone Breakers. Like, if you guys are out there and you're watching this, can you like let us know what's happening right now? Frenchie baby, I'm talking to you. Emerald Gordon Wolf girl, I know you watch these videos, and I need to know, why weren't you featured on Judge Cuts? And I'm talking to you too, Kennedy Dodds. I know you tweeted something earlier, but I still don't know if you made it. So maybe by the time this episode is up, maybe we will have answers. But right now, I think as fans, you and I are just as concerned and freaking out as everyone at home.
But that said, I think we are going to keep the consistency of the show as we always do. And we're going to talk about our top 3, because given the pool that we were given, we're going to make the best out of it. And at number 3, we had Shakira.
Shakira McGrath, she has this big voice, and I don't think she's gonna be going back to be a waitress at the baseball stadium anymore, because she made it through to the live shows after giving an incredible performance of an Avicii song that the judges seemed to really like, but I do think she had this country twang in her first audition that was something really unique and unexpected. And I'm really looking forward to seeing if she brings the same country twang to her next performance.
To me, I feel like that is when you light up.
So you like the last audition better?
It was so amazing. To me, you're a country star.
Okay, now I want to add this, and this is like a little bone I want to pick with her, okay? Because we're both keto sisters and we completely understand. Okay, either you're country or you're not. Either you're in or you're not. You have to understand, you can't take a song that's not country and make it country and then expect country fans to love you. And I want all my country fans to back me up on this in the comments, because people are going to come for me. But listen, if you're a true country artist, that is not the song you sing. No. Will Blake Shelton ever sing this song?
I don't know.
And even Blake Shelton is kind of not 100% considered country tea. So like, just think about it.
Maybe she was going on the Taylor Swift path and going from country to pop, but we don't know.
But then don't sell her as a country singer, just like Heidi Klum was like, oh, you're such a country superstar. No, she's a singer. She's a pop singer. But if she's not real country.
You're passionate, and I admire that. But I think we should move on to our number 2 performance of the night. It's Nolan Neal. Now, if you remember, Sophia really resonated with Nolan's audition when he sang a song and talked about, overcoming all of the struggles in his life. And this time he gave a really groundbreaking performance. It was very stripped back. I think his scenery was really cool, something that I have to give AGT an applause for is that they really just gave people good settings, good scenery. The props were great in all of the performances. And I think that Nolan, he moved on to the next round. I think he put his heart into it. He was really emotional. And I do see him going pretty far.
Also, I have to say that he stands as a beacon of hope for so many people because addiction is something that affects everybody. And I just love that when he mentioned how people who were struggling wrote to him and how that made him feel like a form of community because he doesn't feel alone anymore. And the simple fact that he moved on to the next round and a lot more people can watch him, it's like he is the inspiration that the world needs right now, especially when everybody's in isolation.
It's all about people resonating with you. Yeah.
And that's gonna get him all the votes. But at number 1, we have Jonathan Goodwin.
Scariest performance of the night. I have to say, this man was getting shot at by crossbows with a metal blindfold on. Something that this is one thing that I was worried about with AGT being remote was the danger acts. Like, how do you shoot arrows in your living room? Like, I have no idea, but I really think he delivered. He had his assistant with him, and he did not get hit by any arrows.
Dude, his assistant, like, forget about him for a second. His assistant, the sass in that woman, oh my God. She was, like, for a second, I was like, dude, she is enjoying her 20 seconds so much. She's making the best of it. Like, the way she twirled, like, come on. But, okay, coming back to John, I think it's really, really important that he made it feel like it was live, which I was worried about because, you know, it's not live and we've seen what The Voice did, we've seen what American Idol did, and I was like, okay, we're gonna get bored. But I wasn't bored, I was glued to the screen and it felt real to me, as real as it can feel, and it was just amazing. I mean, he deserves number 1 spot.
So happy he went through. He really brought the danger. But comment down below. We want to know, what was your favorite act of the night? We know there were not a lot of acts.
Oh, and also, I just want to give a little shout out to Simon and Maria.
Go ahead.
Because they were just so cute and so adorable, and they really stepped up their game from last time, and I could see the improvement. And I can't wait to see what they do in the lives.
As I was saying,
sorry.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Comment down below your favorite act of the night, because I know, you know, maybe there weren't a lot of acts, but there were some good ones, and I'm excited to see who are you guys excited to see in the live shows? That's what we should be asking you. Even though there was a lot of confusion going on, who's your favorite act, and who do you want to see the most?
Okay, I have another question to the fans and to you. So you had an option to compete to win $1 million like the contestants do, but you have to travel given the whole pandemic that's going on. Would you trade $1 million to stay home and safe, or would you take the risk?
I would probably stay home because I don't think any amount of money is worth risking my life for.
Girl, bye.
It's just dangerous.
What? I was like, it's not even a question. Of course I'm going to go for the $1 million. What
would you tell me?
Listen, if I die a hero in my own mind and in my own heart. I'm going to die fighting.
You're not going to be able to spend $1 million if you die.
But what if you do? Because you have to understand, this is the time when a lot of people are scared and they're dropping out, and actually we're looking at it like just as we said, Siobhan is pregnant, she might drop out because of health scares, and somebody else might win who otherwise would not have a chance. So this is the one season where you have the best shot if you're mediocre, and I have no talent. But okay, fans, we need to talk to you. Tell me, are you going to do what Samantha does, or are you going to do what I would do?
Are you going to be smart, or are you going to be money hungry?
Passionate, like also money hungry, but that's okay. It's my money. When I have $1 million, I can spend it the way I see fit. Okay. And I'll send you a ventilator. I'm
looking forward to seeing when you have $1 million and what you do. But anyway, let's move on to the comment of the week. Last week we asked you guys who was the very best host of AGT ever. Was
and
it?
the answer was? Sorry. Go on.
I guess it was Terry Crews because you guys overwhelmingly shouted out Terry. I will say there was a ton of mention of Nick Cannon, so I'm happy my team, picked up on that. And but yeah, I definitely say that Terry got the most. So you can have your little moment, do your little happy dance.
Oh my God, this is the first time I've had a moment like this.
Do your thing, girl. But the comment of the week this week comes from Scrat Lives Matter. His icon's a picture of Scrat from Ice Age. That's cute. Says, should have had Tom Bergeron since the beginning. He kills at every hosting gig I've seen him in. Tom Bergeron just got let go from Dancing with the Stars, and Tyra Banks is now gonna be the host of Dancing with the Stars, and she was formerly on AGT. I mean, it would be pretty cool to see Tom on AGT because he is such a good host, and he has a great personality that we've seen on The Masked Singer. So how do you feel about that?
Listen, I'm so stuck on Tyra hosting Dancing with the Stars. Because, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of don't trust her hosting that much. Given her gig at AGT, just imagine what she's gonna do. Come on. We might not be able to decide who the best AGT host is, but guys, tell me who the worst is in the comments down below.
And I think a candidate for the best would probably be season 1's Regis Philbin, and sadly he passed away this week, but we have to mention how iconic of a host he was. He literally got the show started from the ground up, and I think that's super awesome, and we miss you, buddy. Thank you for giving us AGT.
And the fact that he passed away at 88, it still feels like it was just so unexpected, and we've had so many celebrities die, but this one actually hits the hardest because he was the OG America's Got Talent host, and if you were lucky enough to see him, also let us know. I'm sorry, we're asking you guys so many questions, but that's because we just want you to talk to us, because what you think and what you feel matters.
Yeah, we love having conversations with you guys, so definitely make sure you comment everything we asked of you down below. And while you're on YouTube, you should hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Follow Talent Recap on all social medias, and head over to talentrecap.com because we will have this scoop on AGT.
Also, if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, it's Mriganka Chawla. So come say hi, and where can they see you?
It's at SamanthaX373. And I think it's time for us to say,
and that's our talent recap.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I think you should hit that subscribe button down below, and then we can talk.